Okay, hello everyone. So it's our Rock the Basics call. It's our first one for April. And I'm so excited that you guys are on. And I know a lot of people aren't on right now, but I'm hoping you guys will listen to the playback because you guys are in this group to learn, right? And you guys know whether you're a brand new coach or you're a veteran coach, getting a refresher, you know that the more work you put in, the more you're going to get out of this. So I'm going to give a little background. My name's Sarah Chikianis, for those of you that don't know me. I was one of Carly's first coaches and her first challenger. So I've been in the business since the end of August 2013. And I will tell you, the more you dive in, the better. Of course, we all have different schedules, but we're going to talk about, the steps you need to take as a new coach in order to see success and to really dive into this business. Because it's easy to get sidetracked. It's easy to, let others, get in your way and look at what others are doing instead of yourself. So I really want you guys to focus, put blinders on, and go full steam ahead, okay? So first, if you guys did listen to the National Coach Call today, Andrea Crowder, it was amazing. She talked about when you are in this business, say you're a veteran coach getting a refresher in this Rock the Basics, she talks about how to ensure you're going to get over that speed bump and use that to propel you forward instead of wallowing, and saying, woe is me, my business is sucking right now. Say you are a veteran coach, and focusing on that and focusing on how you can propel your business forward. So you can also take that as a new coach and implement that now, and you won't have to go through those triumphs that other coaches have gone through already. So let's just get started before I call on Brianna about her success story, which I'm so excited about. So as a new coach, you guys know the 3 vital behaviors. You might not have heard about them yet in Rock the Basics, but they're 1, personal development. Personal development is key in order to see success. I remember as a new coach, I did not know what it was, and I will tell you my business did not take off until I started doing it and doing it daily. I use my iPhone and I find podcasts on a podcast app, and I download them when I have Wi-Fi, and so then I don't even have to, use my data, and I listen to them while I'm driving. When I drive to work every day, when I I went for a run today, I listened to it. So just dive into personal development. If you don't have time, listen. When you're doing laundry, anything, just listen. Actually, when I do my power hour and I talk to people, that's another hour full of personal development you can dive into, I've realized. And also you can, if you're a reader, read. I'm not a reader, so I tried that. It did not work. So find what works for you and stick to it. Second of 3 vital behaviors is, being proof the products work, drinking your Shakeology, doing your workouts, and showing that you can get results from these programs, whether you have 100 pounds to lose or you have 10 pounds to gain. It's up to you to show people that, okay? So remember that. People need to see that. If you are a new coach, start with a shorter program, 3-day refresh or 21-day fix. You will see results, and those results will then give you confidence that you need in order to talk to people. Third is, inviting, just talking to people. I know sometimes when you think inviting, you just want to go out and, message people saying, hey, join me. But we're so excited about this, but you don't want to spam people. You just want to talk to people and share your story, okay? So today I actually added about 10 new Facebook friends. And I did that by going to Facebook groups, not coaching groups, obviously, but PCOS groups I went to, gluten-free groups, because those are, my niche. That's what I can relate to people with. So people in these groups, I just scroll through 10 minutes a day. People are like, I need help with weight loss. I need help with, my diet. And so I don't spam them saying, hey, join Beachbody. But instead, I tell them, Tara's on twice. I tell them, this is what's worked for me, and I will share with you. So I add them as a friend, and I start a conversation. There you go. That's an easy way to talk to people and invite. And after that, the 3 vital behaviors, that's what you want to dive deep into. Put all your time and energy into that, and the rest will really fall into place as long as you're talking to people, working on yourself, and working on, your personal development. So make that your priority as a new coach, and you'll be sure to help many people. So let me call on Brianne to share a little bit about her success. I don't know much about the details, but I know she'll be happy to share. So take it away.
Okay. So I'll just tell you a little bit about myself, I guess, first. Brienne. I just turned 28. I'm married, and I have a little baby boy, Cameron, who just turned 1. Um, Back in 2012 is actually when I first joined one of Carly's challenge groups, back when she had just started. So I don't know, Sarah, I might have seen you in there somewhere, but I started then, but a couple weeks into it, I actually found out I was pregnant. So took a little hiatus from that, and throughout my pregnancy, like, things were pretty good, but I had some health issues, had issues with my thyroid, didn't have the greatest delivery, but I worked really hard to stay healthy. I also had gestational diabetes. I worked really hard to stay healthy for Cameron, so I had a good birth, and he was born healthy. But after that, I kind of lost track of myself. Anybody who looks at my Facebook at all will see I'm totally obsessed with my baby, and I only worry about him. So I kind of stopped focusing on myself, and also moved in with my grandparents, who my grandma loves to cook, and things just kind of got crazy pretty quick, and me and my husband will put on quite a few pounds. So, I always followed Carly, saw her posts, and got her emails. And I got an email one month back in November talking about a coaching opportunity. And I knew how great of a coach she had been to me, and I knew I needed some help losing weight, getting back on track. So I decided to just dive in as a coach. So a lot of people will, be a challenger and then decide to become a coach. I kind of was a challenger before, but I kind of just decided to dive right back in. And I guess I just, from the start, thought maybe I can make a little extra money while losing weight and not have to be at work, because I really struggled with that. I went back to work when Cameron was 7 weeks old, and it was really, really hard for me. And I still go to work now, and it's still really hard for me. So that's a huge part of why I'm here, and a big thing that I talked to Carly about last night. So over the last couple months, I've been working really hard, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what I did. But my husband and I have talked about it, and he did not want me to fully, quit. He thought, I definitely need to be working full time. I couldn't just stay at home and him work, because it wouldn't be enough. So he said if I could match the income that I made a month at my current job, then I would be able to quit my job and get to stay home with Cameron. And so we didn't really know when that would happen or what it would look like. But last month, or when I recently looked at my commissions and my earnings for the month, I had made what I had made in a month at my job. And so my husband told me over this weekend that I could quit my job, which was just totally crazy. And I'm still kind of processing it. And Carly announced it to the world. So I'm like, oh, I guess this is real. But yeah, that's kind of a little bit of my story, and I'm really excited. And I went to school for psychology. I've always loved helping people. I just didn't know it would be in this way. So I'm glad that I can kind of do, the mental health part of it along with their physical. It's really awesome. So some things that I did as a coach, because you guys are all new and wondering what the heck you need to do and how you can be successful, right? Sorry, I'm moving. I'm in my baby's rocking chair. So first thing I did was I joined Carly's challenge group again. So I don't know where all of you stand with that, but I knew how great the group was, and like I said, I needed accountability. So I joined back into her group, and I think I probably earned the most points in her group. I was trying so hard and participating in the posts. But that's because I knew I needed to be proof of the product, which is something you guys are all going to learn, that you have to be using the products in order for this to work. You can't just talk about it. So I was drinking Shakeology every day. I started the 21-day fix and fully 100% committed to that, because I wanted to have progress. I wanted to know that this worked, to be able to be doing this. And it helped me get ideas for my own group. Seeing the things that she was posting really set me up to start leading my own. And I still use her ideas of things that she posted in my own groups. The next thing that I did, I started a lot of conversations. And I know Carly's going to share all of this in Rock the Basics this month, but you have to start talking to people, have a lot of conversations. And like Sarah said, you don't have to be blowing people up, sharing just about Beachbody. Just reconnect with people that you used to talk to, people that you know, and just get talking to people. That was a big thing for me. My baby is crying. Anyway, you have to start sharing your story. You can't not talk about it and expect people to want to join you. You have to share your story. Let people know what you're doing. Next thing, you need to actively participate in Rock the Basics. And that means getting on team calls. So I'm glad that some of you are here, especially my coach. Hey. You have to participate in this stuff. This is like Carly does these assignments for a reason. Everything is there to help you grow. So if you're not doing them, you're not going to learn everything. And then when things fall apart, you're going to wonder what happened. And it's going to be because you didn't put in the time and the work to make it work. So take notes when you listen to all those videos. Take your notes, share your takeaways, get on the call every week. If you want to make it work, you have to do the work. So also, you're going to see, I think she probably already posted them. There's different trackers you can use, the BAT, your contact list. Use those. As you start, keep going with your journey, we all know we kind of sometimes fall off of those, and we see what happens when we do. If you're not tracking what you're doing, you're going to lose track of what you're doing. We need to be doing our personal development every day, making posts, talking to people. And if you're having all the conversations that you should, you're not going to be able to remember all those people and what you said to them and what day and the program they wanted to do. So just write it down. So much easier that way when you can go back to your notebook and see, who you talk to and what they're interested in and things about them. So, it's not just the Beachbody thing. Again, you want to actually care about people. So don't just make it about that, because it's not. Let's see, what else? I think that the absolute main thing that I did, and something that I think you all should do, is remind yourself every day why you're doing this. We all started this for a reason. Come here. I'll show you my reason. He's losing his mind. Come here, baby. Sorry, brief hold. Yeah, look at all the people. So you need to remind yourself why you're doing this. This is my why right here, this little guy. And tell yourself every day, hey, you can go. So you stay focused. And sometimes it can make it hard to focus, but it's definitely a reason that you won't ever give up if you can keep focused on this. I know that when I started, my goal was so that I could quit my job to stay home with Cameron. And I would have never been able to do that if I didn't keep that in mind. He wants to touch the screen. So,
no, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing all that. I loved it.
Yes.
See, I didn't even know, what challenge group did you originally start in, Ryan?
It was May or June 2012. I think I was in her second challenge group. Yeah, was it 2013?
You're probably in mine. That's too funny. So, here, do you want to mute? Thank you for sharing. And do you have anything else to add?
Let me think. How much time do we have?
We have another 10 minutes. I have a few things I know I'll talk about. So if you want to hop in whenever.
That's fine. I guess I just wanted the one thing I wanted to say. Some things not to do is don't compare yourself to other people. We all have our own story and our own journey. And, you're going to see a lot of people posting about a lot of things. Like you're going to see a lot of Beachbody coaches will friend you on Instagram, and it'll be hard to not compare yourself to that, but don't do that. We're each, on our own journey. We're each in our own area of it, and this takes time. So don't give up. And that can be hard at first, because you guys are going to find, you do get a lot of information. And if you're working a full-time job, or you have a baby, it can feel like sometimes you just want to give up, but you have to remind yourself why you're doing it, and you won't give up. Right?
Awesome. I love it. Hi. So I'm just going to mute you, but if you have anything to say, just hop up.
That's
okay. So I just wanted to piggyback onto what Brianne said. So I do daycare. So I'm around kids all day long, and we have a daycare in our house. So saying that, like she said, you want to remind yourself what you want out of this. Do you want, just have an extra $100 a week? Do you want, why though? Think to yourself, why? Are you living paycheck to paycheck? Do you have student loans to pay off? Do you have, do you want to leave your job and fire your boss? You have to think, what do you want? Are you a college student and you want to do this so you can, fit it around your own schedule? And I know for me, that's what I wanted. I worked 3 minimum wage jobs. I worked. I worked so hard that I ended up in the hospital. I have autoimmune disease too. So as you guys know, stress does not go well with that. So I found that my why was to get rid of some of those jobs. So now I work, just one job, and I'm working to go full time with coaching. And I'm going all in. And so I want to invite you guys to the same. Of course, you don't have to do that. You don't have to fire your boss. You don't have to do any of that. But you can go all in, even if you only have an hour a day. So I want to share. I work, 45 hours a week or so, and I am a full-time college student. I take actually double the amount of the credits that normal students take. So I'm so busy. But I make time each and every day to work my business, whether it is, 10 minutes here and there or a full hour sitting down at a desk. It's really up to you to put in that time. And I want to remind you guys that, I can guarantee you Brianne sometimes didn't have a whole hour to sit down with Cameron, because babies, they need attention too. So if she just has 10 minutes, while she's waiting for a doctor's appointment, you can still talk to people on your phone. You can still talk to people in person. So make the best use of your time. Make sure you track, whether, you just write it in a note on your phone until you get back to your tracker, or track once a day. Just always be sure you're tracking. I also use this. It's a dry erase sheet. It's Erin Condren. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It's like a planner. And I got it laminated, and I actually, just track it. And it's my daily to-do list. So my daily to-do list every day includes a power hour. I just had mine before this call, and no matter what, if I get up at 6 a.m. and I go to bed at 10 p.m., I'm still going to get my power hour in regardless, no matter what, because I know what I'm working towards. Like Brianne said, I have my why written on my desk, so you want to think about it. What do you really want out of this? Why did you get started? Did you get started just to simply empower others? Because that's why I know I got started. I didn't want anyone else to feel like they didn't have an answer. When I was sick and I was sleeping 18 hours a day and I didn't know what else there was out of life, I knew that I didn't want anyone else feeling that way. I didn't want anyone else going doctor to doctor not knowing what was wrong with them, because I know how bad that is. And so that's why I got started. And I mean, then it obviously evolves, and that's okay. So think, why did you get started now, and what's going to keep you going when the going gets tough? Because it will. Working with people all day is tough. You guys know that. I know, some of you guys on here, you guys work with people all day just like I do, and it's tough sometimes. You have to have thick skin, but it's going to be worth it, and your personal development is going to help you with that. So I just want to open this last 5 minutes up for any questions. I would love some questions from anyone. You can ask me about my experience, or what you need help on, anything. Just unmute yourself if you have anything to say. Someone has to ask. Do you want me to unmute anyone? Just put your hand up. No? No? Okay, well, If not, I will let you guys go, and I want you guys to hop on the call in 20 minutes, the Team Iron Edge call, and Carly will be on that. So just check the team page if you guys are in there. If not, I will make sure that it's in the Rock the Basics group, okay? But it was so great for you guys to get on, and I hope you're going to get on next week too, okay? I should be on here as well. So that's all for now.